Hello, everyone. Hello, Sherry. It's Deej. Yep. I'm going live. Not sure why, but I'm going live. So here we are. It is a stream. That time of year for Christmas. Bah Humbug. Bah Humbug. What'd I say? But anyway, link is pinned to the top of the chat if you want to come talk to the fat. Greetings from Columbus, Ohio. It's Mike Richards. Greetings from the middle of Depression, Illinois. Yeah. The hell. I'm here for your enjoyment. I'm the little monkey that you turn the little crank and I dance for you. I am the monkey bunk. Yep. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. So, what's everybody up to this evening? Hello, Darius. I'm going to try to keep up with the chat so I can see what's going on. All right, dance. Dance, monkey, dance. Yep, that's what I feel like. I just feel like one of those little monkeys out there for your enjoyment. Got that on there. Boom, boom. Okay. Hello, Raquel. Hello, Lundell Jones. Everybody gave me a pity like there, Lundell Jones. That's how I got so many so fast. Dell's off to get some grub. Multi-Gunman's right. Says, all right, what the fuck is going on here? Well, I'm streaming. Tuesday night. I think it's Tuesday, isn't it? Something like that. Yeah. Jeffrey's about to ready to light a joint that he named Mandy Summers. I'm going to try not to be I'm good at hiding my depression, Mike, so don't worry about it. We'll get a couple people up here. We'll talk idiot things. We'll make you laugh. We'll make you cry. We'll make you even want to kick somebody in the eye. A poet, and I didn't even know it. That. Bow chicka bow bow. But while we wait on somebody to come in and join us, let's just have a good time here and get a good laugh.
Cross was only on the original series. Sulu? Yeah, she just went down. Don't come. Don't.
Too late. Richie Poole is going to hate himself.
Crap. Just a little bit. I shut the camera off. Just a little bit. I shut the camera off.
It's too late. It's recorded on the internet forever.
He wants a donation.
Oh my god. And that was no straw too.
I can watch it anytime.
And
I can watch it anytime.
3 minutes later. Oh, only a couple days till Christmas.
Yeah. Let the fireworks begin.
I'm just gonna hide out on Christmas. I'm gonna avoid everybody. Maybe be online here on YouTube, but I am not going to anybody's celebrations or anything else. I'm gonna be me. Hello, Resolute Germ.
How's it going, multi gunman? I'm still here.
Multi Gunman's trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing streaming. Everybody got used to me not streaming anymore, and now here I've been on 5 days in a row.
Yeah.
They're not used to it.
Yeah, it did get, the streaming did get kind of thin when you stopped, because LDG
I,
stopped, and
I didn't think it got too thin. I just thought it was overcrowded and nobody wanted to see me anymore, so I just said the hell with it. Jeffrey says, if I could click on it, if my motorcycle gets rebuilt, I'm going to back giving goldfish rides in a little jar with a cardboard duct tape arrangement. Gonna blow their minds. Uh-oh, Tim's gonna go out and party for New Year's. Night Sisters and the Raylos. They're gonna tie you up and kidnap you, Tim. They're gonna do freaky things to you. If any of them whip out a corn cob, you better run. They're gonna cornholio you.
oh boy.
I'm the great cornholio. Need TV for me bunghole.
Some people just won't learn. Certain women you don't need to be hanging around.
So what you been up to? How's the Odyssey channel going?
It's going pretty good, I guess. I'm trying to save up enough of their crypto money so I can do a live stream. I need about 10 more coins, I think, and I'll do a live stream one of these weekend nights. Got to pick out a good movie that I can riff without fear of being shut down.
I hate the fear of being shut down. I get that a lot, though.
Yeah, we all do.
Not like you can talk about anything these days. They dictators at Google.
I know. And that damn Nazi they put in charge of
Twitter?
Yeah, what the hell were they thinking? You got a bad enough name as it is, and you put a twerp in charge.
You know, that's what they want. They want to make it all one voice.
Well, it'll be one voice, and it'll be one or two of them on the whole platform.
Christmas, Bah Humbug. I don't even know what the hell to talk about tonight. I was thinking maybe, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
I don't think I really have a. Well, let me check that. Probably Christmas Carol with
But what version?
with George C. Scott.
There you
I
go. That's the
probably
only
like I probably
version that
like that
counts.
one better than any. And then just for shits and giggles, Santa Claus conquers the Martians. You know,
Now
it's
see, I kind
it's
of go
just
with
so stupid. You know.
I go well, yeah, but Santa Claus Conquers Mars is what got me in trouble on here 2 years ago on a 48-hour live stream.
That movie is public domain.
Yeah, and they still took me down for it.
It's been public domain for God knows how long.
Yeah,
Because
I tried to explain that to YouTube, and they didn't want to believe me, and they didn't want to listen to me. Bastards.
well, they blocked it. They blocked me from even uploading it for several months. So
I still have the warning on my channel from it.
Hmm.
Warnings never go away. Jeffrey wants me to talk about my favorite bar tavern in the area. Well, that would be that little biker bar on the outside of town that has the Marty Moose outside telling me it's closed now. Park's closed.
it's a seasonal bar, or
Yeah, it's only open during like late spring, summer, early fall.
oh, okay.
It's an outdoor bar.
Oh yeah, fuck. Yeah, it would be closed this time of year.
They have all kinds of concerts out there and everything else. It's mostly where the bikers show up to, but it's out in the middle of nowhere, out in the country. It's like there's one of the fields we do right down the road, which gets to be hairy trying to get in and out of there with all these bikers going up and down the highway, but they wouldn't stand much of a chance if they got in my way, but called Psycho Silo.
Open
Part of
air
it was
bar.
made out of an old silo.
Open air bar. Huh?
Yep.
And he still needs a liquor license.
Yep.
Uh,
Hell, a couple weeks before they shut down for the season, they had that old country band Confederate Railroad out there playing. They like their women on the trashy side.
that's a band. That's a name I haven't heard in some years.
Well, they're controversial now because half the places demand they either change their name or they don't let them play at them anymore.
Oh, it's a oh, that's stupid. I mean, you can't just stamp out that part of American history.
Well, they try.
Besides, my side won. Okay.
Yeah. Oak Park, Illinois. I know where that is. Jeffrey? Yeah, I'll say George C. Scott Christmas Carol is my favorite Christmas movie, followed by Scrooged.
I've only seen Scrooged once. Okay, and in fact, it was around this time of year. My two oldest nieces, they were like 4 and 3, and they wanted to see it. It was on television, and it was the only way we could keep them quiet. It was, they had been hearing about the movie, I guess, and that's the only time I've seen it.
Well, I love Carol Kane's take on the Ghost of Christmas Present.
Huh.
Oh, shut up, Richie. I don't even want to talk about that stupid football game last night.
according to Resolute, Scrooge is good every 5 to 10 years. So
Walter Gunman says Die Hard's his favorite Christmas movie, followed by A Christmas Story.
I do not consider Die Hard a Christmas movie.
Now, lots
I
of
don't.
people don't.
I don't care if it does take place during Christmas. It's not a Christmas movie. Christmas movies have certain themes to them. Okay.
Shifty likes Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Yeah. A Christmas Story is another good one. Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of got burned out on that, even though I do dress up in the Pink Bunny outfit. When they play it for 24 hours straight every damn year, kind of get burned out of it.
Yeah. And besides, I think the kid is doing porn now. Or he was.
And then we got Gremlins thrown out there, which people argue Gremlins isn't a Christmas movie.
It's hard to see that as a Christmas movie as well. Especially when you get Phoebe Cates' confession as to why she hates Christmas, you know.
Though I will say any movie with Phoebe Cates in it is a good movie. Just to see her.
Well, you see, Multi Gunman, uh, I'm not wrong. And it's not a Christmas movie. Okay, it takes place during Christmas, but it's not a Christmas movie. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that.
And from the story I heard, that originally the whole Christmas part wasn't even supposed to be in that movie. They just put it in there and tried to soften the blow of how violent it was. That was the story I heard.
It didn't work. Okay, because it was straight up popcorn action movie. Okay, I would have seen it if it took place during Christmas time, 4th of July, you know, New Year's Day. I would have watched the movie.
Now, Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie. Thomas Potts agrees with Mr. Lundell. It's not a Christmas movie. But the Random Menace, Joseph says, I do not mind that Mr. Lundell is wrong about Die Hard.
You people have no concept of what a Christmas movie is. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna say. So keep making your list. I'll tell you if it's a Christmas movie or not. And you
have to take into context, though. Joseph likes Star Trek Discovery, so.
Oh my, yeah, that's right. Oh my god.
And besides, we all know the best Christmas movie ever is Star Wars Holiday Special.
Yeah, that one's right up there with Gift of the Magi, isn't it?
Well, that and Christmas Vacation 2, Eddie's Island Adventure. That one's pretty horrible.
Okay, Thomas. The main theme of what movie?
Die Hard.
It's to me. It's backdrop.
Thomas is agreeing with you. Thomas agrees that Die Hard isn't one.
Yeah, to me, see the Christmas part for both of it's just backdrop. It's not the main theme of the movie is there's a hostage situation and his wife is in this building with or plane with a bunch of fucking nuts. That's the thing about that movie. Both of them.
So using all this logic, A Wonderful Life is not a Christmas movie.
It's played on Christmas.
That's the same thing with Die Hard, though. It's played on Christmas. Wonderful Life is not a Christmas movie.
Yeah, but I mean, thematically, it
Hello, Cinnabon.
is thematically it works as a Christmas movie because you got a guy that thinks all of a sudden the world would be a better place if he didn't exist.
Yeah, so it's a multiverse movie. It's part of the MCU now.
I wouldn't go that far. We don't, we don't need Disney trying to copyright claim It's a Wonderful Life.
See that? I just nailed people on that one. A Wonderful Life is not a Christmas movie because it's about a guy that just thinks the world would be better without him. Christmas just happened to be a side theme in the movie.
Yeah, but I would say that it's a side thing, but it's more important to the movie than it is in Die Hard. See, Wonderful Life, it's one of those message movies.
Then the remake of The Time Machine is a Christmas movie.
You mean that 90-minute movie that looked like it should have been on the Sci-Fi Channel instead of theaters?
Yeah. It was nowhere near as good as the one from the 60s, but
Yeah, true. And I have that movie on DVD. What was
so
wrong
do
with
I.
it?
I have it too.
I've got both versions.
Me too.
Blu-ray for the original and DVD for the uh, early millennial screw up.
The only thing I liked about the new version was looking at how the moon was all screwed up.
Well, that and when he sat in the machine and he saw, you know, he said that he saw all the advancements. You know, when he was witnessing time move faster in the
Yeah, that was pretty cool too.
in
Instead
the
of just seeing the sun go fast across the sky.
yeah, and watching that dummy in the window. You know, he actually saw buildings go up and and a lot of stuff. That was pretty cool, and it was like a 360 thing. He could see it all around him.
But the rest of the movie kind of sucked. Even the Asylum's version of Time Machine was better than that. And that's saying something when you're saying the Asylum put out something better.
Uh, that one I hadn't seen, so
And Multi Gunman says Thomas Potts, we're all banned by YouTube for saying Christmas.
are we?
No, but I'm sure at some point YouTube will get that bad.
Yeah.
They eventually will be a war on Christmas from.
Well, according to Bill O'Reilly, that's been waging for years, and I kind of have to agree with him.
And Richie Poole says Star Trek Generations is a Christmas movie because Picard is celebrating Christmas in the
Richie,
Nexus.
what the hell are you smoking?
Picard celebrates Christmas with his fake grandkids in the Nexus.
I mean, look, it happened in the Nexus. It doesn't count. Okay, it doesn't count. Everything in the Nexus is not real.
That's right, because Kirk jumping the horse and it didn't even scare him. He knew it was not real. Even though if you go by the books, Kirk isn't dead because he came out of the Nexus again.
I've never read any of those books, so
I got one of the books. Kirk comes out of the Nexus again and running around with Picard.
What the hell would he want to run around with Picard for? They have nothing in common.
I don't know, but they're running around. They even do a jump out of the starship and do freaking para-jumps from space.
Oh, they do a hot drop.
Yep.
Oh man. Picard's too old for that shit. Yeah.
No,
Hello,
Josh
Captain
Street.
Trek.
Hello, Captain Schluck.
Okay, Shifty Gism. So you think that's another reason Takai is constantly pissed at Shatner? Because he stole his line?
Oh my. Resolute said in Shatner's books, Kirk was revived by the Borg. Yeah, see, there's so many different versions on how Kirk gets brought back. One's by the Borg, one's he comes out of the Nexus again. Apparently with the Nexus, you can keep coming back and coming back and coming back.
Well, you can just relive anything you want to. Or you can make shit up, which is what Picard did with him having a family and his nephew still being alive.
And Kirk actually making the right decision and wanting to get married instead of screwing it all up and going back to Starfleet. So I don't see any reason why Kirk would want to avoid being in Starfleet. That was his life.
Yeah.
We knew he was going to die on the bridge, just not under it.
Well, I mean,
Cinnabon, Star Trek 4 is not a Christmas movie. It had whales. That's it. There be whales, Captain.
okay. Let's What about television shows with the best
Television
Christmas,
shows.
with the best Christmas episode?
Well, I would have to say How the Grinch Stole Christmas, except for it was really good until they added extra after the Grinch stole everything. They just cut it off with the Grinch stealing Christmas. That would have been the perfect point right there. Then they had to add in that whole part with the Whovillians, whatever, singing and dancing, the Grinch heart growing and shit.
But see, that's because Christmas is not about all the toys and the meals and all of that. The Who's had just as great of a time coming out in the village square and singing Christmas carols.
I say Frosty the Snowman is not a Christmas show because every time he comes back, he says happy birthday. So it's more or less a birthday show.
Okay, now what is it? The chat's tripping now with Frosty. Okay. Frosty is not a pedo, Cinnabon. Snowmen can't be pedophiles. It's impossible.
I think the worst part of a Christmas thing is that one where they got the stupid dentist, the elf that wants to be a dentist.
Oh, that was from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yep.
But he was a pretty good dentist, though.
Well, yeah, he jerked all the bumble's teeth. Turned him into a humble bumble. I wish I had some eggnog, Thomas. It's all sold out again. Damn stores.
What's the one with the heat moser?
Heat miser.
Hell, come
Santa
on.
Claus is coming to town. I think, maybe. Or was it Rudolph's Shiny New Year? I don't remember.
The Year Without a Santa Claus.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
it.
it was.
Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a Halloween movie.
Tim Burton is no telling. He's probably trying to do dual duty work with that one.
The Night Santa Went Crazy. As long as it's the extra gory version, that's the best Christmas song. Followed by A Christmas at Ground Zero.
Yeah, Christmas at Ground Zero I liked.
But if we're gonna go with my theme song, then it would be Kevin Bloody Wilson with Ho Ho Fucking Ho. Charlie Brown Christmas is a decent one, yes. Cinnabon. Though I don't think we'd want to see Charlie Brown cartoons done today because they'd have Jen Psaki playing Peppermint Patty.
They would be so damn woke.
They wouldn't even call him a Christmas show anymore. They'd call him a holiday festival or some shit. A Charlie Brown holiday festival.
Hello, Super Blubber Puss.
Is Super Blubberpuss. The only one I haven't seen in here yet is 54.5 Access Radio.
You got to say it 3 times.
Or Kronos. Super Blubberpuss says they're making a new Peanuts cartoon with Lucy in charge.
Why would they do that?
Well, they do. Well, she does like to jerk the balls away from the guys.
Mm-hmm. Well, one guy in particular, so.
Cinnabon's going to be streaming soon. He's got more stuff to go through.
Oh, okay.
We may have to watch that too to see if he finds any more unicorn horns.
Some of those.
Hi, Jill.
Some of those naughty devices.
Yeah. That was comical when I said, have we found one yet? 5 minutes later, out it pops. With a bag full of condoms. I don't know where Kronos is. Maybe he's finally crashed because he's been up for so long. I'm not sending Cinnabon that stuff. He's getting it from those storage sheds all on his own.
Huh.
I'm still a little upset that Cinnabon doesn't have Brandy on there with him. That was the best part of Storage Wars.
Oh, here's a good one. Does anyone care about Matrix 4?
Matrix 4, huh? I heard it was a pretty shitty movie.
I'll find out tomorrow.
It'll be fun watching the reactions from some of the people. I can't get the urge to go watch Spider-Man. I was going to go last night. I laid down, fell asleep, missed it. I was going to go tonight. Said the hell with it. Just didn't get up and get dressed. I just can't. I don't know why. I just can't go.
Well,
Yes, Thomas Potts.
it'll be on Paramount Plus before you know it.
I'm one of them people that really wasn't into the Matrix anyway. I didn't really like them movies. So why would I be worried about the Matrix 4?
You know,
And I know everybody's talking good about Spider-Man. It's just really don't want to go to a movie theater. I'd rather be. I kind of got used to being able to sit home and watch a movie where I could just enjoy myself.
yeah, that has
I'd have
become a problem.
Not sit there and listen to people talk through the movies or get loud or get in your way from sitting in front of you.
Yeah. Because between HBO Max and what's the other one I have, Netflix, it's you don't really need to go to the damn theaters anymore.
Yeah, I was really happy when I got to watch Kong versus Godzilla on HBO. I got to watch Justice League on HBO. I didn't have to go to a theater. I didn't have to put up with loud people. Kind of like that.
Yeah.
And I could make my own damn popcorn a hell of a lot cheaper than spending $10 on a bucket.
And it's actually healthier for you when you make it yourself.
Yeah. And if I have to go to the bathroom, I can actually just pause the damn thing.
Mm-hmm. That is the most important part of it.
Especially with Justice League. There's no way I could have sat in a theater for 4 hours.
Yeah. Oh, there would have had to been an intermission for that bad boy.
Well, I think there probably was, but still, 2 hours. I'm getting old. If I'm sitting there drinking too much, I want to be able to get the hell up and go. Pause the damn thing, go, come back, didn't miss a thing. Hello, Darren.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hi, T-Berg.
Here, Wagner. All right, I'll own it.
How's things going, Darian?
Oh, just fine. Just fine. Oh shit! So you guys weighing the experience of watching a movie in your home versus in the theater, huh?
Well, we are now.
Yeah. Sort of.
See, I think it kind of helps if you have a big screen TV, right?
I think 55 inches is big enough.
I think so too. That's what my brother has. He's got 5 feet of TV,
Ooh.
and I have a 32-inch.
I've only got a 40-inch. So, but I've got the home theater rig, and it works nice.
Yeah, 40 seems to be a sweet spot for me. That's what I would really, 40 to 42 inch would be.
Well, I'm using a 40-inch for my monitor.
Oh, man. Yikes. So, yeah, I'm going to try to see Spider-Man probably on Thursday morning.
Yeah, I just can't get myself to get up and go to the movie theater. I was going to go last night and tonight, and I just can't get myself to want to go to the theater because I've gotten too used to sitting at home watching the movies in comfort.
It depends on whether or not my local theater will require masks. I don't think it will, but Yeah.
Mine require the mask as you walk in the door, but when you get into the theater part, they don't. Because they know you can't sit there and eat and drink popcorn and shit while watching a movie, and nobody ever comes and checks to see if you're wearing it. If you're not doing it, they just don't care.
Well, see, then the whole mask thing is stupid anyway, because you're in
I
a
agree.
sealed room with a bunch of people. All it takes is one infected codger, and and we got pandemic all over the place.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Hi,
you know,
Curtis.
take your vitamin C and takes your chances. That's all I do.
And plus, like I said, I would rather be able to sit at home and pause the damn thing whenever I want to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that, definitely.
I don't have to put up with noisy kids, people kicking the seat, people standing up in front of me while I'm trying to watch the movie. None of that crap.
Yeah. Or you don't have that constant fear of somebody going nuts in the theater.
Yeah.
No, they don't. I don't fear that because if anybody's going to go nuts, it would be me.
There's certain films that I would obviously prefer to see in a theater. Anything that's a huge spectacle. Like I'm told this Spider-Man film's got a lot of that in it, and so yeah.
Now, see, I did love going back when all this was going on and there wasn't any movies being released. My local theater played Blazing Saddles. That I did enjoy going to see because when it originally come out, I was way too little
Right.
Yeah.
to even go see it. So it
I've
was
seen
nice
that.
to go see that. But I've seen the movie so many times that if anybody did talk or something, it's not like I was going to miss anything. And
Right.
I've got a super chat that came in from Dr. Fauci. And says you can't get sick sitting in your seat. I am science. And 54.5 says Deej nuts. Right, Resolute. They say report suspicious characters. They always report me. The Deej.
See, even Curtis Simpkins, smart man, 4K Phillips. Okay, got the same thing, 4K Vizio here, dude. I mean,
But maybe I'll eventually venture out maybe tomorrow and go watch the movie because maybe enough people have already seen it in town that there won't be that many people in the theater by then.
Yeah.
what, has it been a week yet?
Almost.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, I'm in a smaller town. There's only like 13,000 people, so shouldn't be too overloaded
Yeah.
by then. I had somebody wanting me to go watch it at the IMAX tonight, and I just didn't want to take an hour drive all the way up just to watch it in IMAX where it'd be packed and everything else, and another hour back, and so that's like 4 hours I didn't want to spend for it.
The only thing I liked in IMAX were the films that NASA did on the shuttles.
I did see Kong vs. Godzilla in IMAX, but that was after I'd already watched it on HBO.
Oh, it'll be on Plus in February. Huh.
I'm not worried about the outbreak suit thing, T-Berg. I've just got over the damn bug again, so it's not like I really worry about it.
Yeah, my concern is if they're going to actually put the movie out on Blu-ray, because we know that Disney has suspended all publication of physical media if it's since they want people to subscribe to Disney Plus instead.
Oh,
Well, I
screw
think
them.
I think
I know.
it'll still come out on Blu-ray because Sony's involved, and Sony's going to want a cut of
Yeah.
that.
Probably, yeah, that's true.
Oh, wait, that's right. Sony
Yeah.
still owns Spider-Man.
Yeah, it probably won't be on Disney Plus then, honestly.
Well, it might be on Disney Plus, but I think Sony probably will get all the revenue out of the DVDs, Blu-rays.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's weird how that works. I mean, yeah.
It doesn't make any sense not to put it on physical media because
I agree.
over the long run you make more money that way.
Yeah.
Because see, people will buy it in Blu-ray, and then when they upgrade, get Ultra 8, the
Mhm.
Ultra 4K or 8K, they're
Yeah.
gonna upgrade that physical media again. Especially,
Yeah.
I mean, look at how many times we've upgraded Star Trek and Star Wars.
Oh
Okay,
yeah. Yeah.
I went from VHS to DVD to Blu-ray for both of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Buying the same movies all over again. You know, it's
uh-huh.
kind of funny because I remember when the TNG was out and they had the VHS cassettes, and um, then all of a sudden, hey, the DVDs are going to come out, and they're going to come out in season sets, and those freaking sets were.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, these were DVDs. These things were $129 at the mall,
Mhm.
and then when it came out on Blu-ray, $79 per season, and I've seen it cheaper than that,
Yeah.
but it's because they knew that so many people had already bought, different formats for those episodes that it's yeah.
You're going to get a chip that you can install in your head with them all downloaded on it.
Not for
No,
me.
I don't trust being cyborg.
Yeah, you gotta see it with your eyes.
Oh, it's
I mean,
going
I'm
to put you right in the middle of the screen there with you. You're going to think you're on the bridge.
I'm surprised how many people actually like watching movies on phones and tablets.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me. Why in the hell
Yeah.
would you want to watch a movie on
Yeah.
an 1.5-inch screen?
Right.
I cannot do it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I tell, like, for example, I work for a telecommunications company. I won't say which one, but I mean, for their for their unlimited internet, they have a special cheaper version of the internet where they basically show, you can only view video, streaming video at 480p,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody notices the difference. I'm telling you, because the screen, your screen is so small that 480p compressed into a screen that small is high definition.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as your eyes are concerned, yes, I know that they got high definition screens and those things and the pixels, density and stuff. But honestly, people don't notice the difference at all. They really don't. And yeah.
Well, you can barely notice the difference on some of the TVs now. The only
Yeah.
way I know it's 480 is you got black bands on either side of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, yeah, I've got Doctor Who, the first, the Tennant years basically on Blu-ray, and those were all filmed digitally first of all and locked in at 480p. They've been upscaled. They've been upscaled, so the picture is and they push that as good as they can get it, but you can still tell. I mean, it's just because you can't see as many wrinkles on people's faces and things, but at least that's as good as you can get it. But yeah, I mean, I don't see my big problem with going any higher than 1080p is that unless you're watching something that's 48 frames per second or higher, you're not going to really notice it. especially Hollywood movies that are 22 frames per second. You know, the standard Hollywood jutter. You know, you don't get enough fluidity to notice the detail.
But have you seen some of on YouTube they've got all these 4K like flyovers.
I have not, because I don't have a 4K monitor, so I always I never go higher than 1080p. But like I said, I grew up with 480p. So did you, Londell. So did you, Deej. To me, 1080p still blows me away, especially when they take something that was originally shown to me in 480.
Mm-hmm.
Did I just hear somebody say the difference between 4K and 1080 is fluidity?
No, you didn't.
Okay, good. I was about to say.
No.
Yeah, you get 4K if you need to get 4K. You get 8K if you get 8K. You get 24K if you get 24K.
I'll stick with 1080p, especially if it's a Hollywood movie.
Yeah, 1080.
Depends on what it's recorded in. If it's recorded in 4K, it's recorded in 4K.
Yeah, but if it's recorded in 4K, you can still get it in 1080p.
Yeah, and you won't be able to see shit in the background. It'll be blurry as fuck.
It'll be fine.
It'll be blurry as fuck.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Blurry as fuck.
Well, I have bad eyes anyway. Everything's blurry as fuck. So
Exactly. That's why if you have bad eyes, you need better resolution so you can actually see the difference. The problem with people, they don't realize the difference.
I just need new glasses.
The difference between resolutions isn't how clear you see what's up front. It's how clear you see things behind what's up front. That's where the huge
right.
So that little guy in the background, instead of being 4 pixels, is now 4,000 pixels.
That's right. I am recording in 0.5K.
.1080p should have been fucking the resolution of the 90s, for God's sakes.
No, we're not going to argue over resolutions.
Not arguing, stating facts.
Well, no, that's not a fact. That was your opinion that it should be the resolution of the 90s.
Everything I said before, my opinion.
It wasn't because we didn't have high definition in any great abundance until the O's.
No, we actually did. They just didn't do it.
Not in any great abundance. You got to listen to the words.
What's the highest resolution of an NEC monitor if you had one? I tell you right now.
Okay, computer monitors are different. I'm talking about televisions and things like that we watch dramas on. Mom, my grandparents didn't have a computer. Okay, now in terms of televisions, things that are designed for us to watch programs on, and not computer programs. I'm talking about television programs. We didn't get those until in any large abundance until the O's, and we were offered 720p and 1080p, both considered high definition. Most people would today consider 1080p to be standard definition, especially if they're pushing all the 4 and 8Ks. But to me, I don't see a point in getting 4K if you're not going to be watching programming that is greater than 48 frames per second, because you're just not going to get the full effect anyway. You're not going to be able to tell the difference.
Per second, though, it depends what it's recorded in DPI, not frames per second. Frames per second has nothing to do with resolution.
Hollywood Jutter, I didn't say it had anything to do with resolution, but you're not going to be able to see the full effect of a 4K difference unless it's in a much higher frame rate. Just like the demonstration videos they show you at Best Buy, where they show you footage of somebody's film, which is always faster than 22 frames per second. You can see the seagulls in the background. You can see how many people are playing basketball down in the, things like that. It's also very unnatural to me. It doesn't look sharp enough. Okay.
It looks great.
Well, it's sharp, but it's super sharp, and you can never get that when you get a TV at home, because that's a special setup in the store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, too. And you know, the Hollywood movies that I grew up watching that I like to rewatch every once in a while didn't look like that. And, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not that big of a deal, LT. It's, you know,
What's up, rough girl?
What's going on, honey?
Oh, look, we got both Tweedledee and Tweedledum in here now.
oh shit! It's
Boy, it's Tweedledum and Tweedledummer, thank you.
Well, that's because
Yeah.
between me and Spock, we cover the entire globe.
The Off brothers, Jack and Jerk.
Well, that didn't fall a little flat at all.
No, that's all I got. As long as I got a laugh out of Londale, I'm fine.
Well, I was too busy staring at Rough Girl's comment that she has whipped cream now.
Did you see her stream this morning?
No, I was sleeping.
Oh, you need to see her stream this
I
morning.
missed it.
Oh, dude, you
I
definitely
saw.
missed it.
Yeah, I've heard about the.
Whipped cream.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention it, but yeah, I made a comment on Twitter about that.
Yeah, she wasn't kidding. She likes the whipped cream in the morning.
I was sleeping. I missed the whole damn thing. My sleep schedule is completely fucked up since that 48-hour stream. I wake up in the middle of the night. I sleep in. I go to sleep in the afternoon.
I'm sorry. Were we here for a show or wine?
Both. It's
Feels like
my
you're getting a little whining
stream.
right now.
I can whine if I want to. It's my stream.
That's not what I'm talking about. I don't
want
care.
some cheese and I want some cheese and crackers with that damn wine too. Damn it! Give me some cheese and crackers, son of a bitch.
As long as it isn't brie.
No, we don't want no brie, and don't mention brie, damn it, or Wookiee's gonna come out of the woodwork because Wookiee apparently is in love with Brie Larson.
It's not lost on me that as soon as we started talking about physical media, LDG shows up.
Yeah, it's like a bad penny.
Yeah.
Well, in LDG's defense, he did
Do you
mention
remember-
earlier in the chat that he would be up soon.
Do you remember that old Godzilla Saturday morning cartoon series where they had the Godzilla signal? It was just this
Yes.
big, great big remote control with a great big red button on it, and you hit it, and it made a little whoa, 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 whoa sound, and all of a sudden, here comes Godzilla with Frank Welker's voice coming out of the water. That's what this is like.
Roar! And then you had Godzuki flying around, which is Captain
Yeah, I
Cockney.
hated it.
LTG is Godzilla, and Captain Cockney is Godzuki.
Sometimes they swap.
With tag
I
team.
have that cartoon actually.
Yeah,
In my
up
Godzilla
from the depths, you know.
Up from the depth, 34 stories high, breathing fire. He stands in the sky, Godzilla.
His head in the
Good
sky,
fellow.
I think it was. Yeah.
Oh,
And
I vaguely
Godzuki.
remember that.
Yeah, you had an oceanic research boat with a father, mother, son, and then their black manservant.
Oh God.
No, he was just he was an intern. He was he was the assistant of the scientist husband. Brock
But
was
he did
his
have
name,
an
I remember
afro.
that.
He did.
He
have
is
an
the
afro.
only character from that show that I remember his name. It was Brock, I believe.
Yep.
I gotta check now. Maybe I'm wrong.
And then there was Godzuki that would
Yeah, I
sit
hated
on
that
the
The
boat.
only one I remember the name,
Shit.
I believe. I think maybe.
Yeah, let me
Somewhat.
check.
You hated Godzuki? Come on, he's
I thought-
blue smoke
I hated
rings.
Godzuki.
Who
Yeah,
the fuck is
well,
Godzuki, dude?
Okay, well, he was.
Godzuki or
Yeah,
Godzuki?
his name was Brock. Yep, that was his name.
Brock.
Yeah, Captain Carl Majors,
Captain-
Dr. Quinn Darien, Brock Borden, and then
Captain
Pete
Cockney
Darien.
Brock.
Yeah, and the voice of
Orson Welles as Godzuki.
what was this here? I thought Frank Welker was the voice of Godzilla, but it was actually Ted Cassidy. Huh. I thought the voice would be deeper.
That's just because you keep thinking Lurch.
Well, yeah, I mean that was his voice, though. I mean,
I already got my ticket, Tim's. I'm going tomorrow at 11:30 to see the IMAX.
Growing up, it was either I had to watch the Godzilla cartoon or the Thundar the Barbarian.
another thing about that Godzilla cartoon they got totally wrong was he breathes fire, actual like red flaming fire in that cartoon when the actual character never actually breathed fire. It was atomic energy, basically.
Atomic. Down.
It was a Saturday morning cartoon. They didn't want to scare kids by saying he's breathing atomic radiation at you.
Oh, radiation is deadly, but fire is cool. Okay.
But
Yeah.
you got to remember, at least that Godzilla looked like Godzilla.
Yes, much more so than the Roland Emmerich thing. But what was cool about the Godzilla cartoon was every week you got to see him fight another big monster. And sometimes they were pretty imaginative.
Mothra.
Yeah, 50.
No, none of the ones in the Hanna-Barbera cartoon were actually taken from the movies. Godzilla was their take on Godzilla, and so they had him fight like giant mummies and stone guardians that came to life and things like that. It was neat stuff.
At least he didn't fight Marvel characters like in the Marvel crossover stuff.
Some of that stuff was cool, yeah. And back in the 70s, Marvel had the license for Godzilla comics, and they incorporated him into their universe. There was a character called Red Ronin. It was this giant robot that was built by Tony Stark, working with the Japanese to create a robot to fight Godzilla, which is like the most incredible sentence anybody's ever said in their whole life, It's kind of neat. And then, of course, Marvel lost the rights to Godzilla, and all those characters that were associated with it and all the continuity around it had to go away.
Retrospective continuity changes piss me off.
Retroactive?
Yeah, those two. And especially radioactive retroactive. They're the fucking worst.
Thundar was the best barbarian
Doctor
ever.
Who.
I did like Thundar. I especially liked the gimmick where you tried to guess in every episode where in the world they actually were. They would always give you some kind of clue. Like the Eiffel Tower would be in the background, or maybe Big Ben or the Space Needle from Seattle.
The
Stuff like that.
Eiffel Tower for Thundar the Barbarian. That makes no canonical sense whatsoever. What's this impressionist painting with Thundar? The fuck?
You really couldn't tell even by the background because it was thousands of years into the future.
Right.
What do you got there, Thundar?
Continental
It's
drift
a
and all of
Monet.
that. So
Okay, my favorite episode of Thundar was called Valley of the Man-Apes, and throughout the course of the episode, you figured out what valley, quote, they were in because you would see every once in a while pieces of the Hollywood sign, in the background.
Rodeo, I was like a valley girl.
Yeah. And it was all the episode was all about people living in movie sets and things like that. So eventually you figured, okay, this is
The valley.
this is the San Fernando Valley, But
whatever.
yeah, well, they didn't talk like that, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
And there was another
there.
one, I think, where you had quite obviously Big Ben in the background. So because the continents had all shifted, it was possible to ride, on your horse from San Fernando Valley to Big Ben,
Well, he
in
did have
in
a
this version.
sorceress, so
Yeah, but they
could've been
spent most of their
magical.
time riding around, right? I mean, wearing the same clothes, and
I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck Ookla was.
he was a mock. That's all you needed to know. He was like a cat Wookiee thing. Yeah.
Cat Wookiee thing.
Yeah, he had like a head of a lion, and a Wookiee body. Yeah. The sun sword was cool. It was a poor man's lightsaber.
Oh yeah.
Had a little bit more jagged blade on it, but I remember there was one episode where he had to get it recharged. He didn't know how. It was starting to run out of power. And his outfit was basically a fur vest. It was really weird.
Sorceress looked kind of nice, though.
Oh yeah, she was your typical. She looked Egyptian to me, like she was like a either I don't know. I'd say a North African looking person, like maybe she was from the Middle East or something. But yeah,
Well, her name was Ariel.
that doesn't mean anything. How many
Princess
cultures
Ariel.
have that name? Princess Ariel, yeah. She was a princess, yeah, we know that. But there was one episode, too, where they actually... There was a village that was protected by a defense system called the Guardian. It was this basically this mushroom-shaped computer that had these flying drones that had laser cannons on them, and they would defend the town from raiders. And the Guardian started malfunctioning, and one of the circuits was bad, and Thundar and his two companions had to travel back in time to before the cataclysm and break into a military installation and steal one of those circuits off of the Guardian when it was still being field tested, and that was kind of a fun episode, because Thundar and it was kind of weird as a kid because they know what's going to happen in about a year or two, right? That everything's going to get destroyed, and they don't warn anybody. They don't. I'm like, why don't you tell people?
They can't.
But yeah, well, I mean, even if they did, I mean, based on the opening credits of that show, where would you go? I mean, it's like, I mean, literally they had like volcanoes erupting everywhere and the earth splitting in two, and it was just yeah. See, if they were to redo that show as a movie today, that would be awesome. Yeah, you really make Ookla. You really make Ookla look like an inhuman thing, with a great big head and mane like that. And yeah, that would work. Although Ariel's outfit's a little too unsexy. They need to fix her neckline there.
Well, let's see if I can fix that.
The cartoon that I always liked from them though was Hanna-Barbera was the Herculoids.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and how yeah, Gleep and Gloop. But I mean, I remember the wife Tara basically was running around in a very very mini dress, almost like a baby doll sort of dress.
Here is a version of Thundar we don't need.
Yeah, we don't need that.
What the hell?
Notice Ariel's all covered up. She's not showing any skin or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, Ariel's supposed to be wearing like a one piece, a baby suit, almost.
Yeah, with some bling on it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And she needed.
In my day, one piece means you're naked.
Unboxing.
Yeah. At one point, I was trying to get a job. Yeah, see, there you go. It's. Yeah, I mean, they want to. You want to show off the legs. You want to show off, arms, and I've seen versions where she had a little bit Her
Yeah.
neckline went down a little bit, so you saw some cleavage. But other than that, no, there was a point where when the comic book industry was still roaring, where Hanna-Barbera was actually looking at releasing some reimagined, comic books that featured reimagined versions of their characters, and a friend of mine and I submitted a really good pitch for Captain Caveman, only to play him totally serious, no comedy at all. And we redesigned Captain Caveman so that he looked like a bodybuilder, but he still had the thing where his hair and his beard sort of merged with whatever he was wearing. So you couldn't tell where one ended and the other one began and stuff. And we even redesigned because on the old cartoon show, the Teen Angels, Brenda, Dee Dee, and Taffy were the ones that discovered him in a block of ice. And he had this little Flintstone style house sitting on top of their van. And we made it work. We made it work because the Teen Angels weren't the driving force of the plot anymore. And we also got into ape psychology and caveman psychology, where the teen girls were kind of afraid to leave this Captain Caveman character because he'd kind of taken ownership of them. It was we were getting kind of twisted actually, but we thought our pitch was pretty good, but they didn't go for it. So
You should have get Brendan Fraser to play Captain Caveman. It would have worked.
Well, this is just for a comic, so we drew Captain Caveman as big as the Hulk. Basically, he was, not the way the Hulk is drawn or in the movies today, but back in the 70s and 80s, the Hulk was a solid 7 feet tall, which meant that a normal person, once in a while, the Hulk would run into a normal person who was the same height as him. I think I have an example here. Let me show you.
Captain Unga Bunga.
Yeah, we got rid of all those Unga Bunga, me don't like this kind of thing.
Unga Bunga, me no
And,
like this.
And he had the club, right, that had all these Flintstones technology abilities in it, but it would always short out on him or crap out on him.
Captain Caveman.
Yeah, and our gimmick was
I thought Cavey had a lot of pathos. It really could have been played a lot more serious. A tragic figure, really.
well, you could add, as soon as you start saying let's make this entertaining for adults, then that's when things like that start changing. Where it's not played. It's like a sitcom. It was basically a sitcom. You had a laugh track in that cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
It was not. It was not. Yeah. Anyway, I'm still looking for a good image of. Well, okay. Here's one.
That was a nice big club.
Let's see, 288 was it? No, that wasn't it. Shoot. 255. There we go. Okay, so I've shown this image before, and I'll share my screen with y'all here. Okay, so this is the cover of Hulk 255 back from 1979, I believe. But you'll notice that Hulk's fighting Thor here, and they're basically the same size. In the movies, of course, the Hulk is way larger than Thor, but originally the Hulk was 7 feet tall. Thor was about 6'6", so they were roughly the same size. And they stopped drawing the Hulk they started making him larger right around the O's, as I recall. So yeah, there's an example.
No, I would not. I don't think Darren would make a good Great Gazoo.
Somebody's got the wind in their mic.
What's
DG's
LDG?
outside.
Oh, that's right. Here's another one. I'm sorry to do this to you again, but
You're not sorry. You're happy.
I know you don't like doing this, so.
Don't worry.
So here's an example of this woman that befriends the Hulk out in the forest and takes her to her cabin, and he's not terribly larger than a really big guy. It's just his proportions are all out of whack. He's got really big feet and hands, and
That was
that's
just pointing out the fact that he had big hands, big feet. He'd have big something else, and that's why she befriended him.
well, no,
You know what they say about people with big feet, big
Yeah.
shoes.
hmm
Big
But the
legs.
idea being that he is supposed to be a monster rather than a bodybuilder. So, they always gave him, and he looks like basically a green caveman,
A green Captain Caveman, you could say.
Yeah. So we kind of drew Captain Caveman with these kind of proportions, and just had, like I said, had his hair and his beard flow into whatever he was supposed to be wearing, so he was all one, thing. But that was basically the build and that we gave him. So, yeah.
You need to redraw it so we can actually see it one day.
No. No, that artist and I parted ways many years ago, but again, it was back when Hanna-Barbera was this was the 90s, man. Hanna-Barbera was trying to cash in on the huge comic book craze, because you remember comic book industry was booming in the 90s. It soared to incredible financial heights, and then all of a sudden, as soon as the internet really took off, that started killing it, because there was a lot of pirating of comics, downloading and things like that, and so you could read the story without having to buy the comic.
How
And
you blame it on piracy. People just stop caring about comic books. Put the blame where it belongs. Piracy had nothing to do with it.
There was also a decline in the quality of the content as well. It was
Huge
in conjunction
decline.
with a couple different things.
Big ass
But,
whammy.
There was a combination of all factors.
No,
Yeah.
don't
and had you not interrupted me, I would have said that, because that's what I was going for.
Well, then what does it matter? We ended up saying it anyway.
Right. But
Both win.
You didn't get me to change my mind mid thought.
Not changing your mind, just making sure fake news doesn't get out there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a fact checker now, people.
Yeah, he's a
Dun, dun,
Thank
dun.
Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. Take a chance.
Piracy will never kill a fandom. All right.
All right, on with the show. Come on, folks. As Darren was saying before, he was so rudely interrupted by Pickle, who nonetheless did have a valid point. I can see both sides of the argument. What do you think, Darren?
a couple different factors, though. A lot of it had to do with the decline in content. The internet also gave the comic book creators like direct access to their fans and vice versa, and that also proved to be kind of detrimental, because a lot of these people were really unlikable. And I mean, it was bad enough when it was there, when they'd have a message board and fans of their work would come on and find out what dicks they were. But then when Twitter hit, I mean, that was, there's I mean, you had comic book creators in the news, not because of their work, but because of something stupid they said on Twitter.
Yeah,
or
looking gaming,
yeah.
you troll.
Yeah, and then nobody's going to buy your comics, and it's just, yeah.
So that works today with the Hollywood actors and actresses. How cool did you actually think they were until you seen their thoughts on Twitter?
Yeah. There's this old ass saying about never meeting your heroes, and
Never tweet your heroes.
Yeah.
And it probably didn't help when the collectible value just kind of plummeted.
Yeah. There was that sad, pitiable collector's bubble that happened in the '90s. That also was part of the whole, escalation in profits, because people were looking at comics from the '60s and before and how valuable they were, and they're thinking, "Oh, this is an investment." So people were investing in them. They weren't reading them. They were, buying 60 copies of Spider-Man #1 or Spawn #1, and so then they just printed more and more, and then they tried to cash in on their investment and found out that they weren't worth anything like what those other ones were, and the only reason they were worth those old ones were worth anything is because they were rare, because kids' moms would come in and throw them away.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Jill.
Evening, guys.
Derivative Jill.
Anti-derivative Jill. Okay.
Don't let me stop your comic book
decline
discussion.
Well, in the news today, they announced that Dark Horse Comics, which was a third, the original third publisher after DC and Marvel for me, just got sold to some European company. It looks like the smaller publishers are finally cashing out or just going out of business now because of the decline, and it's sad, when you see something like that go away, or at least change ownership in a way that you don't think is going to be very good for it. But we've seen a lot of that already. I mean, Toys R Us went away. There was never a Toys R Us where I grew up. Toys R Us, I would see the commercials for Toys R Us on WGN out of Chicago, but there was not a Toys R Us near me here in Wisconsin, so I don't have the emotional attachment that some people have to that. But I remember a lot of people being bummed out when Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy and went away.
My Toys R Us turned into an Ollie's.
What's an Ollie's?
An Ollie's is a discount store where they resell. They sell old stuff that.
Oh, that's like a liquidator.
Resale. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Gotcha.
I'm turning my house into a toy shop.
Yeah.
But Captain Cottony gets all his toys out of the box and plays with them.
Yeah,
he gets all of his toys from Fredericks of Hollywood.
I'm not a collector, folks. I like to play with the toys. I like to bash them.
So your toy store is more like a yard sale.
No, because you're not allowed to buy anything. In fact, it's more like a museum. In fact, it's a museum that no one's allowed to visit.
50 said his Toys R Us turned into an Ollie's too.
Interesting.
So I'll retract that statement. Under the laws of capitalism, my museum is a private members club, and for $10,000 you can join. Come and visit the museum anytime. Just $10,000. All right.
That's okay. I've taken most of my toys out of the box too.
Yeah, I appreciate
you don't take them out.
Comics are there.
Okay.
I didn't buy Spider-Man 252 to just sniff it once every 10 years. I wanted to find out how he got his new bloody uniform. I couldn't buy the Secret Wars because they were secret.
The Secret Wars figures were trash. There were only like 6 of them or 8 of them. I can't remember. 8 of them, I think. But they all had shields.
Hello, Rough Girl.
Come on up, Rough.
Hey, Rough Girl.
I'll try to balance out this panel with some more females.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make room for the ladies here. So I'll see you guys later.
See you, Darren. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
Get it.
It's an odd excuse, but all right. Guess he's done talking about how sad it makes him that comics are dead. Hopefully they come back for y'all.
Yep.
They will.
They will. They will, Jill.
No, they won't. Comics won't come back. They're dead.
They will come back because I'm making one. So
No,
And
some
Matt Croft and his new comic book, Kyrie, plenty of fellow YouTubers and making their own comic books. It's now direct to market. It's brilliant. It's like punk, but without the gobbing. Just do it yourself. Get it out there. Find your audience. Do it.
yeah,
Let's not
some
complain,
indie
Disney.
some indie guy will come up with a hot item,
There you go.
and it'll be the shizzle for 6 months.
Yep, there's always some new shizzle on the way around the next corner.
Who knows? Maybe somebody will make a comic about Deej. Greatest American hero, Deej.
I know. I can get you in there for a cameo if it means a lot to you. I'm already putting Burnett into it. He's in my book. Couldn't help it. He wrote himself in.
Make sure I'm wearing the pink bunny outfit.
All the time, pal. That and a sharp knife. Stabby, stabby.
That's not me, though.
I
That's
know.
Kronos being stabbed.
I'm not saying you're the murderer, but comic book Deej. Well, it's about parallel universes, so there's already going to be 2 Deeges, isn't they?
Harry's the stabby one.
Imagine that. 2 anti-derivative Jills. 3 if you include the real one.
Are these anti-derivative Jills from different dimensions? I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, exactly. Another dimension. Pay close attention. That is the elevator pitch. It's basically it's the subgenre of science fiction. It's parallel universes, but without the time travel. I hasten to add, no time travel, because Jill and I haven't had the conversation, so no time travel goes in the book.
Damn, I don't get a TARDIS.
That makes me think about Spider-Man, but I can't say anything
I
about
know,
Spider-Man
right? Me
now.
neither. But that they copied my idea. I told you it's going to be multiple parallel universe. Star Trek's done it. Now Spider-Man's doing it. Can Star Wars be far behind? Who cares? All you have to know is Captain Cockney Spock is doing it. I'm doing it. Parallel universes. 2 universes. Don't get excited. Just 2. Just 2. Just 2, Jill. Don't get greedy, Jill. You're getting 2 universes. That's all you're getting.
That's acceptable. There's only 2 universes that are presented in the Mirror Universe and Star Trek, so I'm happy with that kind of story.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. There's enough to think about. Just 1 episode of Mirror Mirror is all I need. That bit where Dr. McCoy goes, hang on a minute, Jim, we're in a completely different universe. And yeah, I too banged the table right here last week. Remember that, Jill?
Yeah.
That's a
Technically, though, you could think of Star Trek with having 3 universes.
No, too many. See what I mean? They get, before you know it, Cockney, why don't you have an infinite number of universes? Because I've got a finite amount of pages in my comic book. That's why.
Because if you think about it, with the Enterprise E going back in time to start the Borg, that started a whole new universe.
No, it's time travel. Don't even fucking get Jill, hold me back. We're not even going to talk about the time travel, Deej.
And that's why Enterprise was more technically advanced.
Here we fucking go.
And it turned into the JJ verse.
That is canonically a separate timeline, so you don't have to worry about it.
But that's a new universe.
It's
No.
JJ verse.
The JJ verse came about because some crazy ass Romulan from the future came to the past and killed Captain Kirk's daddy.
See?
Well, then there's 4 universes, because with the Enterprise going back in time and leaving Borg on Earth for the Enterprise NX to find, then that turned into a whole new universe too.
That proves the point even more. The original point being there's more than one. It's canonically a different universe. Pine's Kirk is different from Shatner's Kirk, so it doesn't matter. If you like it.
Hey, I'm triggering Thomas Potts, yes.
Thomas Potts, yes.
Hey, Thomas, don't get triggered with me. This is a salty trekker.
I'm happiest if
Theory.
we can ignore everything that was created after 2005.
Getting triggered. Ad hominem, as Doomcock would say, ad hominem. The point being, there's more than one unit. The point being, it's good news. I'm trying to assuage any furrowed brows in the nerddom. Whether you love or hate JJ verse, and whether it's a different timeline canonically. So unlike Star Wars and Doctor Who, we don't have to worry. They've already told us canonically it's a separate timeline. If you don't like it, just ignore it. It will go away.
Me, I prefer to ignore everything after Enterprise.
Good, and you're legally mandated to do just that. You're a happy man.
Just like I also theorized that the TARDIS threw out Jodie Whittaker and actually killed her.
That's different because
And that's the end of Doctor Who,
the
right
point
there.
I'm making. That's different. That's different. That is the point I'm making. There you go. What point's he making? I don't know. He made it though. Never mind. You'll have to rewind and listen again.
No, but wait. Enterprise is where the time lines are really screwed up because you got these lizard people. What are those? The lizard people.
California.
The Zindi.
Not the Zindi, but the other ones. They've got all the enhancements and they're the ones fighting the temporal war.
Tom Cruise people.
Well, they weren't exactly lizard people. They were just
The spear builders.
The Suliban. Thank you, Mercer.
yeah, the Suliban.
I mean, you can't really say Scientology.
Suliban?
Yeah.
Or
They
as
should-
Shifty calls them, the Slee Stacks. That's Land of the Lost, Shifty. Well, as bad as Enterprise was with messing things up early, they did try to correct things later in seasons to get it back on track. They did do a clever way of explaining why Klingons had flat foreheads.
Yeah, that would no, all it did was tie the original episodes in with Next Generation in the movies. So we know Kirk met both types of Klingons. We can say that, and we can see him in the original series, talking shit with Kang, and then in the movie we can see him kick the guy into the crevasse. And we know he fought he fought both types of Klingons.
And Shifty said yes, they gave T'Pol a way hotter uniform that helped get it back on track for him.
Yes, parallel universe to power with the bare midriff. No, that's the kind of parallel universe we like.
T'Pol had a nice butt anyway, so I mean.
And then we also found out that the ones that met Zephyr were not the first Klingon or the first Vulcans on Earth.
Yeah.
Because T'Pol's relative was on Earth way back in the 50s.
China in your hands. Oh, no, sorry, that's the power. China in your hands.
But I don't count anything past Enterprise as real Star Trek anyway. Yes, Mercer.
Yes, things in Enterprise might be messy, but it's still real Star Trek.
Picard, Discovery, Lower Decks, all that other crap sucks. Even the JJ verse sucks.
Oh, good question, Thomas.
I don't know, because I don't remember much from Voyager, because Voyager was my least favorite series of Star Trek. Thanks to Janeway's annoying ways.
Oh, January. She was all right. I mean, she was female. I mean, you had to catch her a break. You know.
I just didn't like Voyager that much.
That's my favourite one.
Voyager's sitting there, they're trying to get back home, but they take all these damn side trips to investigate shit.
I know, right? The irony.
Yeah. I find it easier to enjoy Voyager if you think of it as Gilligan's Island for most of the episodes, but the really good episodes are more like the Odyssey.
With the Professor and Mary and of course 7 of 9. Ba-da-ba-ba. Here on Janeway's Delta Quadrant Isle.
I mean, if you're the captain, you're trying to get all your people home safe and sound. Why would you take them into risky situations? Would avoid everything at all costs.
Is 7 of 9 Mary Ann, or is she a ginger in this?
Oh,
I would have to go with the Marianne because Marianne was way hotter than Ginger.
Wasn't she though? Isn't that funny? Because all the fuss was about Ginger. It's like, hello, the Professor and Mary Ann.
Hell, the first season they didn't even list the Professor or Marianne in the theme song. They were listed and the rest.
How dare they? They soon fixed that. They were the two best characters.
Was that the first season or the next one when they changed the theme song?
The second season's when they changed the theme song to add the Professor and Marianne.
Yeah, Bob Denver wanted them added, so
yeah,
they were added.
Oh yeah, because there's a documentary on Gilligan's Island on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, you should. And Bob Denver actually did. He actually did have a lot of influence on that show.
Well, he was kind of the big star at the time because he just came off of Dobie Gillis and such. And
see, but the thing about it, he wasn't an asshole about it. And Don Lewis, he did a lot of stuff for her. And he did it just because he thought it was the right thing to do.
No, Thomas, I did not know on cards the actors who played Professor and Marianne would sign them and the rest.
What cards? What?
I see. I wasn't really disappointed when they came back with the TV movies for Gilligan's Island that they replaced Ginger.
Well, she didn't want anything to do with it.
And it didn't bug me if they replaced her because I never did like Tina Louise. Kapla, bird.
Hey,
You're
look, bird prey 5. Kapla.
Sleeping, bird.
Right? Kapla.
Though it was a little bit hokey to have Harlem Globetrotters on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
What about the TV movie where the cast of Gilligan's Island, they all made it back to the mainland? Then they went on another cruise and ended up back on the frickin' island. I mean, what are the odds?
Yeah, but at least the next movie they realized they just might as well never leave the island and open a resort.
Yes, that one. I like that. That one was funny. Just give up.
Hey, bird of prey, Kapla.
Hello, world. It's Bird of Prey 5. Kapla.
Kapla, bird.
Hello.
Hey, the Harlem Globetrotters. They almost lost on that Gilligan's Island episode. Gilligan almost beat them.
Well, they shouldn't have been playing basketball against robots in the first place.
Closest they ever came. Oh, that's right. It was the robots they were playing. Oh.
Actually, in history, the Harlem Globetrotters actually have lost basketball games.
What?
They've lost 1 or 2 games against the Washington Generals.
Yeah, they have.
Don't tell that to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I've actually seen the Harlem Globetrotters play in person, though it was years after the really good players like Hurley and Meadowlark Lemon, all of them were on the team, but still an enjoyable show.
Who was anti-derivative Jill? Were you the person who said Bird will Pray 5 a minute ago?
Yes, that was me. I was saying hi.
Hello. Wow.
Hey.
Somebody actually sounds happy that I'm here.
I'm happy that you're here. I just thought you'd be sleeping by now.
Somebody who I care about, Teach. That's changed. Let me be honest. Somebody who actually has an enthusiasm in their voice. You're just happy that Sissel Prey might be around. That's all.
No, I'm not even worried if Sissel Prey is around or not.
Well, I really appreciate that you watched, the filth for us, so we don't have to.
Oh,
But,
thank you. You're welcome.
The filth.
The discovery.
Mercer's just shocked that there's a girl here.
Where's that girl here, nerds? Oh no!
Mercer, are you assuming gender?
Ooh.
Mercer, you should have been here during the 48 hours because there was actually 4 of them on the panel at once.
Oh, right. I wanted to congratulate you. 48 hours. That's ridiculous.
Would have went longer probably if I hadn't changed the monetary value of an hour.
Jedi Bill, Jedi Bill.
Yes, that'll be coming up on New Year's that Jedi Bill goes after and has to stomp my 48 hours into the ground.
With his co-host, Captain Cockney Spark.
Are you going to be there for the full 55 hours, Captain?
Not enough. I'm going to be there as long as we go to 60. That's a 12 base number. Yep, I'm based, 12 based, so 60 or nothing. No sleep till Brooklyn.
Then I guess I'll have to do hexadecimal base streams. 16.
And because I'll be in New Zealand, we'll actually be broadcasting simultaneously from 2 different years. For Jedi Bill, for at least 13 of those hours, it's going to be 2021. While for me, it's going to be 2022. Wow.
Bird's just going to turn... Bird, you could just turn on the camera, let it roll for a whole week straight.
Well, we're going one set of ridiculousness at a time. You've done 48. I was so impressed. I was like, I wish I could impress myself the way I've been impressed by Deej. And so I thought, hey, myself, I wish someone would go on a longer stream. And then Jedi Bill out of nowhere said, hey, Cockney, fancy doing a 55-hour stream just to get ahead of Deej? I was like, fuck yeah, let's make it 60. And here we are now.
I know how we could end Jedi Bill's stream really quick, though. We could just ask him to watch Twilight during it. I'd kill him right there.
But I've noticed that Jedi Bill often falls asleep during his streams. So how many times during this 55 hours is he going to pass out?
Good question. All the time, pal.
You got to pace it like me and just add in 2-hour naps here and there to recharge real quick, and get right back at it.
Okay, that would be smart. There you go. You got to show him your tips.
We're going to have wargaming, tabletop wargaming.
Now, if at some point the cat gets louder than Jedi Bill, that doesn't count as Jedi Bill.
That's true. Then it turns into the captain stream, and then Jedi Bill's time is lost.
So midnight doesn't count.
I don't make the rules. All I know is I'm going to be there for 60 hours talking non-stop. I mean, I could spend 50 hours just talking about time travel, and that's just warming up. There's one problem we're not going to have is shortage of material. In fact, I guarantee by hour 60 I'll be going, well, I'm sorry, folks, that's all we got time for.
I want to see if Jedi Bill can get anybody to jump into a pool.
He made me jump in a lake.
I didn't make you. You went on your own.
He made me feel like jumping into a lake of my own accord.
There should be plenty of pools in Tucson.
And I'm really curious to see if any time traveling witches show up during Jedi Bill's stream.
Only if they're time traveling. Regular witches you don't care about.
Yeah, that's pretty oddly specific, Deej. Nicely picked up, Bird of Prey. Kapla.
And
Well,
if
the
they're
only-
time traveling other professions, those wouldn't be relevant either.
Well, the
That's
only
the
witches.
Instagram, isn't it?
And look, Bill's here. See, we start to talk about him, and he pops right up. Bill, get your ass up here because we
Just
got
say
questions.
Disney 3 times and Jedi Bill will appear.
You're a
Come on,
time
Bill.
traveling teacher or piano repairman.
I haven't seen any of those show up on Bill's streams though, so I can only stick by what I've
Crazy
seen before.
woman.
Maybe Jodie Whittaker will show up on Bill's stream.
Oh, don't. Anti-derivative Jill just threw up in her mouth.
I know she did.
But only if she regenerates live on air.
That would be cool.
I've decided on the only 2 appropriate replacements for Jodie Whittaker for the next Doctor, and if it's not one of those 2, then the whole deal is off.
Yeah, they don't know the whole story about the time traveling witch.
Which
Bill
witch?
used to have a fan that would show up at his place, and she was a time traveling witch.
So,
Oh, was that her story?
who's the witch? Which witch? A witch for who? For Doctor Who? She's a Doctor Who witch.
No.
Just a time traveler, but not who.
And Bill, I have to ask you about this story that somebody actually said that your nickname used to be Poopy Head. What's this about? Come on, Bill, get up here and explain things.
Come on.
We're promoting your 55-hour, which Cockney says it's going to be a 60-hour stream coming up on New Year's. So get up here and
12
explain
days.
yourself, Bill.
This is
12
the hot
days.
seat with Deej Odyssey. Coming up next.
You must
next,
explain
Jedi Bill.
yourself.
I don't know that there's
7.
much to explain. I think it's just that his niece called him poopy head, right?
Why
Was it?
would his niece call him Poopy Head?
Inquiring minds want to know. So, Bill, get
That
your
I
butt up
don't
here.
know.
Get up here, Bill.
I don't have the full story.
What could she know
Bill,
that we don't?
Does it have anything to do with the cat that sat on your head for 20,000 views?
What was under the cat?
What did the cat leave behind? Inquiring minds want to know. Get up here, Bill.
Come on, Bill.
Bill, did you force the cat on your head? To cover up something even worse?
And why was Wise Guys wearing a coat that said, or a shirt that said "Kill Bill"? What did you do to Wise Guys Entertainment?
Wise guys realise there's danger in emotional ties.
Bill, inquiring minds must know.
Hello, Cinnabon Bunny.
And hello, Bruce. Lombardo is in the chat.
Brucey!
Hi, Bruce.
Bruce the painter.
I'm still waiting for Bill to come. He's not coming up here.
Come on, Bill. Disney.
Bruce says that the cat wants to be a hat. So I'm sure the time traveling witch could make that happen, right?
Sure.
Bill, you have to explain all this 55 hours, 60-hour stream and everything
Have
else.
to. Bill. They won't take my word for it, Bill. They want an adult in the room, so you better come on board. Come on there, buddy. They won't listen to old Cockney. Come on, Bill. Woo! Billy. Bill. Bill,
Time for you to get up here and promote yourself, Bill. Come on.
Kathleen Kennedy over here. Come on, get a coffee.
Hello,
Yeah,
54.5 Access Radio.
I bet Bill could tell you the 2 movies that Kathleen Kennedy's been in. Anything goes.
Well, we have number 1 showing up. Oh, number 1.
Hello.
Hola.
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 Arrivederci.
Au revoir. Bonjour. Comment allez-vous?
Buenas tardes.
Où est la plus belle fille sur la terre?
And
Oh, Cinnabon
especially-
says Bill
Blah.
might be busy counting his money that he's getting from Kathleen Kennedy. Okay.
why don't you just do a non-stop stream and just keep on streaming until, like 2023. Start in 2022 and just keep going to 2023.
Hello, Arabic Sonder.
Don't give me ideas, number 1.
I'm serious.
Once we do
Well, I
6,
can't do that because eventually I have to go back out to the farm, so I can't stream that whole time.
I'm going to do 69.
Well, I mean, you could stream. Not like you gotta be on the stream all the time.
I could do maybe the entire month of February.
Well, February only has 28 days in it.
Oh, well, that's long enough.
Unless it's a leap year, which it isn't.
28 days later.
Well, that would be in
2024.
2024. That's a pretty long time from now before the next leap day.
See, 28 days would be long enough.
No, just do a non-stop one. Just start at midnight on January 1st and go until
Which midnight?
midnight January 1st, 2022, whatever your time zone
Time
is.
zone. There's 12 different
Yeah.
midnight.
From midnight until midnight January 1st, 2023, and just go
But
nonstop
but
between then and
time?
then. Obviously, you gotta keep on, you
I'd
can
have to
start
put-
nonstop stream 1, nonstop, every 8 hours. I don't know.
I'd have to put my foot down and say I could have longer than 2-hour naps.
Yeah,
I'll be right
of
back.
course. But yeah, you could just have, some
He's putting his foot down, folks.
whatever.
Why not put up cameras all through the place and then you'd see me? It'd be like the Truman Show. You'd just see me everywhere.
Yeah. Just hook up some GoPros to like your tractor or something.
Well, that's the problem. Around here, you don't get that good of a signal out in the country, so I'd constantly dropping.
Okay.
Signals suck, especially when you get out into the hilly areas. You don't get signals from the towers. And
Yeah. Okay.
hi, Bruce.
But yeah.
Hello, gentlemen and ladies. How are you tonight?
But yeah, if you don't do it, I'll just do it. I'm going to start
okay.
January 1st, 2022. I'll start a nonstop stream at midnight, and I'll keep it going until January 1st, 2023.
You heard it here first, folks. Number 1 is going to go for an entire year of streaming.
But when's it going to start?
It'll
1st
start
of January.
I said midnight on January 1st, 2022.
Midnight.
Huh?
There's 12 UK midnight, New Zealand midnight.
No,
Central,
Eastern time. U.S. midnight.
Which
Eastern
one?
time.
There's so many.
Eastern,
Why?
Hello, Dee Dee.
because that's where I live. That's duh.
Duh. That's a bit. I resent the duh. That's fighting words where I come from. I'm just asking questions over here. GMT where I come from.
By the end of the year, number 1
Duh.
would probably have 1 million subscribers.
Duh. Whatever. Rodeo.
Either that or else he's going to break his camera in sheer frustration being watched all the time.
All right.
I
But
didn't
obviously,
realize I screwed
but
up.
obviously, if I'm streaming nonstop, don't expect me to come on anybody else's stream.
And I don't think I'd want to stream all that time because there's private things that I want to do that I can't do if I'm being watched for an
Not
entire
having
year.
live on air again.
Oh, I can't wait for the sleep streams with Dee Dee or with
Yeah,
the
well,
one
you
there.
know, I'm just saying, it doesn't matter what you put on the damn stream. Just do a stream and
I
keep it
think
going.
you need to do some research. Genie Cam. Google it.
A what?
Genie Cam. Google
Jenny?
it. Yeah, Google it.
You mean Jenny McCarthy?
Genie Cam.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'll stream, a live feed of Times Square or something if I have to. I don't care really. There's all kinds of live feeds all over the world and shit. All you gotta do is, do, put
Jenny
that
Cam.
on,
In 1996, Jennifer Ringley turned a webcam on and sat in a computer in her college dorm room. She streamed her life.
Hello, rough girl.
Well, yeah.
How you doing?
All right. Well, yeah, I'll start on midnight, January 1st, 2022, and I'll keep it going. I'll probably look for the Times Square cam first or whatever, but I'll do some research, see what kind of cams are operational 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that's basically what the stream will be.
That'd be kind of creepy if I was doing it and I had to take the camera in with me while I went to the bathroom. You just couldn't see me sitting there.
There's nothing that says you gotta be on the camera 24 hours a day.
Yeah, but that's what everybody would want to see.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Does anybody got anything important coming up? Because we're coming up to that 2-hour mark, and I'm kind of thinking about keeping these normal streams right around 2 hours.
I don't have anything super normal, super imperative going on. But if you guys like talking about tabletop gaming on Thursdays, I usually run a stream called Table Breakers.
There you go for all your tabletop needs.
I'll make up the stream tomorrow and post it and the link to it to start on that day, and I'll just call it the nonstop stream.
Now, are you going to refresh and restart your stream every 11 and a half to slightly before 12 hours so it all stays?
At least since YouTube will cut it off at the right at the 12-hour mark, basically, right?
Yep.
Well, it doesn't
Hello,
cut
Jason
it
Lee.
off.
Hey, what's going on?
Not live, but it will. It won't save it.
No, you'll be able to watch the prior 12 hours, and that's it from the live moment.
Okay.
That's why
I'll probably I'll have to figure that out. But as far as how I'll do it, because I think it cuts it off slightly before the 12-hour mark, right?
Yeah, it's right at 12
Like
hours.
about 5 minutes before or something goofy like that.
Yeah, that's why I was constantly restarting different streams during the 48 hours so I didn't lose anything.
Yeah, so basically, I'll probably do like midnight to 11:55. I guess a.m. and then noon to 11:55 p.m. and so on. Just do
Rough Girl.
Basically, do a 5-minute break there.
Rough Girl. I didn't wear any pants throughout my 48-hour live stream, so there's that.
Do what?
Rough Girls said make sure you wear pants. I didn't wear pants at all during my 48 hours.
Yeah, nothing said. Nothing says you gotta wear anything, really. Could be completely naked. Who cares?
Wait
right?
a second. I've got somebody's got a 9-hour stream. How is that possible?
You can do up to 12 hours without it cutting off.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We just said 12. 9 is less than 12.
Yeah, nine.
Yes,
Nine.
bro.
I think it
You
cuts
know
off
what?
at,
It is past my bedtime.
I think it
You
cuts
know,
off at the
originally-
11-hour and 55-minute mark or so, somewhere in there.
Originally, back in the old days of YouTube when it first started, you could have longer than 12-hour streams, but then they changed all that.
Yeah, they cut it off right before the 12-hour mark now. So yeah, I'll probably do it where, I'll do like I said, part 1 from midnight to like 11:55, part 2 from noon to 11:55. You know, just do a little 5-minute break in between each one, but that'll be it. You know.
No 5-minute breaks.
No 5-minute
5
breaks.
minutes too long.
Okay, 5 seconds then. How's that?
Way I did it, as soon as I pushed end stream on one, I pushed start stream on the other. Boom, boom, straight going.
Okay.
What's up, Jason Lee?
What's going on?
Well, we hit the 2-hour mark where I was going to get ready to shut down.
Yeah, I just got done with a stream. We just had a interview with a band from California, so we just got done popping on.
It's not normal lately that I've actually streamed 5
Tomorrow,
days in a row.
tomorrow will be the day that LDG officially goes to the ER
Good night
Yep.
to Rough Girl.
because
Is
because
that a stream?
this new Matrix movie is going to send them to the ER. I know it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not looking forward to the Matrix movie, so I'm not going to go see it.
I'm betting that after LDG watches The Matrix, he's going to wish that he could rewatch WandaVision.
I'm going to go see it, but I already regret my decision.
Well, all you got to do is go watch it on HBO Max. You don't even have to go.
Yeah, it's free. It's free.
I'm not going to go watch The Matrix because I didn't like any of the first ones.
I'll watch it on HBO Max because I got HBO Max.
I want to see it, but I like I said, I have to drive 60 miles to go see it, so I'll watch it on HBO Max.
Yeah, it's easy.
I'll watch on HBO Max, but I wouldn't go watch it even if I could. That said, I am going to call it a night.
No,
Good
you
night,
can't.
Bird. Get some
You
sleep.
can't call it a night.
I have.
Good night, Bird. Sleep
No,
well.
no, you don't have
Thank
to
you.
do it. Really.
3 a.m. tonight on HBO Max. Shifty gets them said.
There you go. 3 a.m., folks. You can already.
It's in
watch-
Hawkeye. It's in Hawkeye too. I'd rather see Hawkeye. To tell you the truth, I'll watch it for it.
No, you don't. I'm kidding.
God.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, I still have to watch
Hello?
Ghostbusters at some point.
Deej, where's my wheelchair?
Oh, yeah, so does Aravic.
Oh, geez. See, I was about ready to close the
Hi.
stream down, and well, I have to
Deej,
do
man.
this now.
Another 48 hours.
Here we go.
Well, they
We'll
had
be
to give
happy
him a
now.
name.
Had the same. I don't
The
feel
story
bad.
behind that is that poor actor didn't have a screen name for that character. So Midnight Sale gave him a name.
And no, Jason, I'm not going 48 hours. No,
Why not?
no.
What's the hey Deej, what's the longest stream you've ever did? 48 hours or longer?
Well, technically, my longest stream for myself is 48 hours. I've done it twice now. But that first time around, I was awake 24 hours before it, and I stayed awake and was on other people's streams after the 48 hours for a couple hours before I finally crashed.
I think get LDG to do a start a stream at Christmas and end it at New Year's Eve, New Year's at midnight, man.
Now,
Start the new year.
Bill has beat me once already by doing a 50-hour stream,
Yeah, I was gonna say Jedi's like always on.
and he is going to go New Year's Eve. He's going to go for a 55-hour stream this year to beat me.
Damn.
Damn, Bill.
He's on. Yeah, he's on right now doing Christmas carols.
Every time I do a long live stream, Bill has to turn around and do one within a week or so after me, just to beat me.
Just a coincidence. Causation isn't always correlation.
Wow.
I would go for a 72-hour stream if I could get just a couple of big name YouTubers to come over and be on it.
72, you say?
If I could get a guarantee from a couple of them that they would bother to show up just for even 5 minutes, I would attempt it. But it'll never happen. So I don't have to do it. Hello, Gap Stargate.
And your health. Thanks.
You had Lidu on here the other night, man. That's a big name. Come on.
No. If I could get somebody like Doomcock to show up for just 5 minutes, or Gary to show up for 5 minutes, I would attempt the 72 hours.
Oh, Gary? Yeah.
Quadratic. Or any of them. If I could get them to show up for just even 5 minutes on the stream, I would attempt a 72-hour stream.
Get the whole Geeks and Gamers crew in there for you?
That'd be something.
Just
Okay.
y'all could do the Friday Night Tights, the long edition.
Oh yeah.
But I know that they would never show up, so I don't have to ever attempt a 72-hour stream.
Wow.
I'm safe.
Then 60 will be the record. Yes. Yes.
Damn.
I'm safe.
Well, with enough finagling, you might be able to get Comics Division to show up a little bit.
Yeah, he'll probably show up.
Oh yeah, comics probably would. If I just asked him nicely, he probably would pop over.
Yeah, he probably will. Well, he knows all those guys. He could maybe work you up. Just do a swing by hello, or something.
Thomas, I'd have you up on the stream, but you are Turtistani. I'm
That's
just
a
kidding
poor
with you,
excuse.
Thomas. Thomas doesn't like to be up on my streams anyway, unless I'm playing Jackbox. He'd rather go over to Salty Trekker and play Minecraft.
Wait, did you call it Minecraft?
No, I did not call him Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Hey, Deej, you probably get Snow to come on for you because you're always on his show.
You can elevate that pun. Minecraft. I'm taking that.
I'm just looking for an excuses not to do a 72 hours.
Part of my next book, Minecraft.
The best excuse to not do 72 hours is that it might, severely harm you.
There you go.
Hi, Springtime. So far, I think we're all safe. Oh, we don't worry about my health.
Oh,
we already proved this with the last 48 hours. Nobody cares about my health.
I cared about you.
Anti-derivative Jill's face.
You see, Deej, if you got a pile of minis like Bruce Lombardo over there, you probably at 72 hours would probably go by real quick.
I know, especially if I was trying to paint them all. Damn.
Just for the orcs and the goblin. I bet he's got an owlbear.
You beat me to it.
How many owlbears do you need?
I was chewing my sandwich when you said that. Damn it!
How many owlbears do you need?
We'll never know. Tim Christ foiled by a sandwich. Peanut butter jelly peanut butter
made by
jelly.
my own hand.
Damn, the question was, how many owl bears do you need?
I don't need any. I have one. I have one, and Cockney's got two.
But Bruce has more than both of you put together.
I bet he's got
4 or 5.
See, boom.
Hey there, boom. Mic drop. Bruce wins.
But who's got the biggest one?
I don't have the huge owlbear. I don't have that miniature. I'd like to, but I don't have that one.
You mean the new one?
Yeah.
The WizKids one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I just picked up.
See, I stay away from WizKids because politically they're like cancer.
Yeah.
It took me a while to figure that out.
No, I knew it right away. I just still like the minis though.
But anyway, I was ending the stream at 2 hours. That's what I'm trying to
What?
hold to
It's getting warmed up, bro.
until I, decide to do another long ass stream, which I may do another long one before springtime. So
That's what she said.
before the weather turns back into good weather instead of crappy weather, even though this week we are actually going to be almost 60 degrees again the day before Christmas.
Freaking baking hot summer over here. Woo!
I needed to get warm again. I got three Gundams to paint. Damn it.
Right, springtime says, Deej, you're going to be okay. Just accept that Bird of Prey 5 lost at some point in time, and Professor Brainy Specs is still free, and life with Matthew can feel love. Love of Spock. Got to remember that, springtime. The love of Spock.
Oh, thank you.
Not you, though, Cockney.
I'm
He
all-
loves
Bro,
he loves the real Spock.
I am the real Spock. He's based on me. And look, I'm from the Cockney Star Trek. Jill will tell you, it's not just the Cockney verse; it's the Cockney mirror universe. I'm Captain Cockney Mirror Spock. Now, Deej, put yourself on the page.
The
will
love
ya?
of Spock. I was thinking the love from Spock, but the love from Spock only happens if you have spores.
Two Spock
Or
from
you wait 7 years.
you without you.
Yeah.
Spock is a lock. Don't drop the Spock rock.
That's why life with Matthew is so crazy at times, because it takes him 7 years before he gets any from Spock.
Spock rock and beats. Is that my eBay? Yes, good. Sorry, what?
Ooh, what are you gonna paint that as, Bruce? Oh wait, that's an orange.
This is orange.
Jeez. Tim.
I couldn't
Look up,
resist.
Tim, he's eating oranges.
I couldn't resist.
He's actually putting the orange slices in his mouth, pretending he's a boxer, and he's going to smack you, Tim.
He doesn't have to pretend to be a boxer to want to smack me.
That's true. So many people. So many. Anyway, anybody else have anything coming up they want to promote before we get the hell out of here?
Probably not.
Let's
I'd like
not
to promote Deej's future
keep it on the down
or
low.
48-hour live stream.
On January 9th, 8th, January 8th? Wait a minute. No, January 19th. On
Yeah,
January 19th.
Lines.
On January 19th, I'll be talking about Deep Space Nine with Raymond Feliciano at his channel called King Dolphin TV. We talked about it once already. But now, next time, we're actually going to get into the story arcs, the Dominion War and stuff.
Well, I'm glad it's not January 8th, because I will be celebrating Elvis's birthday then, so I will be free any other day. Anybody else got anything?
Are you a big Elvis fan, Deej?
Yes, I am.
That's cool. If it would be any other day than January 10th, I'll be happy to tune in. I won't be available January 10th.
Yep. So you're safe, Joe. We can actually tune in when you do that. It's not the 8th or the 10th.
Can't believe it's already over.
Awesome.
Well, the 10th is my 47th birthday, and I'm not looking
Oh,
forward
you
to it.
baby! Congratulations.
Oh,
Yeah.
you calm down, you youngster.
Yeah, thought you enjoy that shit.
You really think I enjoyed my 50th birthday this year?
No.
Well, I did actually. I had lots of gummies. Never mind.
As long as I have a nice 12-pack of this, I'll be okay.
There you go. And Thomas, I can believe that Bird forgot Sinatra's birthday because he really doesn't like Sinatra that much. He just claims to.
How can you
He's
not
more-
like Sinatra? That's what I want to know.
Well, I prefer Dean Martin.
Well, yeah, I prefer Martin over Sinatra every day, but how can somebody not like?
The moon hits your eye.
That's because Bird prefers
eye.
Freddie Mercury over Frank Sinatra.
That's amore.
I know what type of socks to get Bird for his birthday now.
There you go.
When I want to sing a ding-a-ling, that's amore.
I knew Bird was still listening.
Love you, Bird.
When I want to sing, that's amore.
If Bird was up on the stream right now, we would hear this. We would definitely hear this.
I can't possibly check them before. Captain says it was LDG.
Hey.
Yes. Ah! What?
That's from Deej. Deej.
Fuck you, Deej.
First one.
We would hear that from Bird right now. If he was up on the stream, we would hear the fuck you, Deej.
Now, Bird and Fred, do you still hang out with Salty?
They still hang out every once in a while.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Fuck you, Deej. You son of a bitch.
Had to say it live, huh?
Kapla.
Freddie Mercury loving motherfucker.
Wow. You kiss your mother with that mouth?
Boy, that escalated quickly.
I can see that's going to get clipped. That'd be a new super chat with him calling me a mother. Yeah. Anyway.
Frank Sinatra is the pinnacle of all music. Now, yes, I may have forgot his birthday, and I'm sorry. But in my defense, I forget a lot of birthdays.
Do I have it?
Ella Fitzgerald says, "Hold my wine."
I got it.
I forget my own if it wasn't other people's.
I've got a gift to respond. I can't find it though.
The only reason I know my birthday is because 4 other people in my family share the same birthday. So.
And Alexa reminds him a day beforehand.
There it is.
And to be fair, my own website, my web forum, JUOT, I've auto set up to automatically celebrate Frank Sinatra's birthday every December 12th. So I don't even have to do anything.
Is that a Greta Thunberg animation?
Not an animation. That's a live video.
It's a GIF. Yeah, it's a GIF.
It's a live video.
That's part of Tim's
constantly
favorite
24/7. It's the
emails.
Greta Thunberg truth.
No, it's just in my library of shit because,
24/7
well,
going, "How
reasons.
dare
It's the drone that follows her around.
How dare you, Bird, forget Sinatra's
Hey,
birthday.
Deej, do you
How
still
dare
play
you.
board games every now and again?
Every now and again, I still play some D&D.
Okay, well, there's a new board game coming out called Portland Occupied Zone. And it looks like thank you, Tim, for bringing out Greta Thunberg, because it reminds me
That
of that
reminds
game
you of a board game, really?
How dare you?
Well, if you can pull up the Portland Occupied Zone Kickstarter or Indiegogo video.
Oh, this I want to see.
And they show you that it looks like a fun board game. Something that maybe you guys might really enjoy.
I'll be down for that. Skirmish Portland.
Yeah, she's right on the cover of the box.
For those of you looking
I don't know if I want to show the Allison though.
Our skirmish game, Skirmish Sangin, we're going to anticipate January. We're going to move it to the Ukraine and call it Skirmish Kiev. So that'll be coming soon, possibly on the 60-hour stream. Skirmish Kiev.
That sounds like a fun game.
The battle for the Ukraine. We're going to get it's like time travel. We're going to do a war game for a war that hasn't even happened yet, but is about to.
No, it's going to.
Yeah, it's inevitable by now.
I think I'll save the Portland board game talk for tomorrow. That'll give an interesting conversation.
Oh, yes.
Resolute says, why would I play the game? I live in Seattle.
I'm sorry, Resolute. Resolute, though, we can actually say now real communism has been tried. Within 3 days, they were starving.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
No,
like
that's-
Stalin
Think it
wanted.
through.
That's because they're not the true communists. They're just the useless idiots.
They're role players. They're role playing. Let's make a farm in the middle of the park. We'll throw some cardboard down and some dirt. Don't worry, in about 10 years, we might have something growing there. Maybe not.
But anyway, we're going to call it a night, folks. I hope you've had fun. We will be back again. But
Good
it's
night.
time for Deej to listen to Captain Foley.
Get the hell out of here. Go on, you get.
And
Go on,
other
get the
people.
hell out of here.
Sorry, Darren, forgot to announce who it was.